Today's actually the perfect day to do this, windy and overcast. Good afternoon, y'all. In this video, we're gonna completely rewire the Livescope system. And last time I was on the water, I had a lot of issues with the Livescope. I had the slanted bottom, a huge delay, a couple beams missing. And after about the third time it froze, I just unplugged the black box by itself, just took the power off of it, put it back on, didn't wiggle the transducer or anything, and everything started working normal again. I also had the transducer set to down mode while I was out there. It's the only way I could see the bottom flat. I also had to turn the AHRS off, and I had to adjust the pitch angle manually. And I've had the boat wired the same way for about 3 years, and I feel like a lot of the connections are going to be a little bit rusted, frozen, or just not making good contact. And in my last video I did the update, I went from 2210 up to like 2910. And the black box from 2.61 all the way to 2.79, so I'm hoping that's going to help a little bit. What I'm going to do is replace the main battery wiring, and I'm also going to replace a couple cables while I'm in there. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, and while I was in here checking these connections, I mean, a lot of these connections are about 3 years old, so I'm going to redo them all. Maybe check this fuse, make sure it's really tight. And in here I thought I was using 4-gauge wire from the battery to the main kill switch, but it's starting to look like it's 6-gauge wire. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. I'm going to go ahead and replace it with this 1-gauge with crimped ends already. Should be not that bad to do. And then from the kill switch to the terminal blocks, I'm going to use this other piece of 1-gauge. And you can see a little bit of corrosion right there. So, and I don't think this is crimped good either, you know. After a couple years of sitting in the same spot, sometimes the connection gets bad. So you have a little bit of rust right here. Alright, this is the setup that's coming out. Both these were really tight, so I don't think I had an issue right here. A little bit of rust on the negative side too. I'm just gonna hit the top of this battery with a green scrub pad. Let's get the rust off. Today's actually the perfect day to do this, windy and overcast, just as long as it doesn't rain. Alright, so this cable's a monster. The good thing about it is it's kind of flimsy, easy to work with. It's like I almost feel like it's a good idea to put a washer there. The washer might rust. This still looks pretty good. And then there's the wire that goes to the distribution. I'm gonna have to cut one of these off. Alright, you see I shaved off a little bit of it. They both have some movement. Still don't want to use the impact on it though. And the wiggling's actually coming from the fitting, not the loose wire. Pretty much the same process on the ground wire. Just cut it a little bit short, stripped it, took a little bit extra off so it could fit in the fitting. And this is going to be the network cable that goes to the console. I'm going to put it right in the middle. Everything looks clean, like water's never gotten in here. There's no corrosion in there. Everything looks straight. This is the old power wire for the GLS10. And you see I had it combined with the GMS10, the network expander. I'm thinking I shouldn't have probably ran these together. And this is the original network cable that came with the GLS10. It's going to be the 2-piece one that has the 9 to 5 pin conversion. And I went to my portable Livescope and stripped it down. And it's got a nice short network cable. This is the one with the blue end, no connection in the middle, just one piece all the way to the GMS10. And I stole the power wire from it too for the GLS10. So I'm hoping that replacing these wires might help also. So I'm going to do the wiring a little bit different this time. I'm just going to go ahead and strip half of this insulation off of one of these connections. I'm going to use blue, so 16 to 14, and these should fit on the Echo Map and the GLS10. We'll crimp here, heat shrink here, put this under the Allen key. This is the power for the GMS10 network expander. You see the wire on here is really thin, maybe 20 gauge or so, so I had to use the red. You can see these two wires go up to the graph mount. Got the network cable, and here I already had a double connection, so I just cut it off and stripped it back. Alright, these are the graph wires. Most of the inside of this compartment's really smooth without sharp edges. I just don't want this wire rubbing on the black box. That's the only thing I see that's kind of sharp. And these lithium batteries do have built-in BMS for short circuit protection. Put these covers back on here. Go ahead and hit the switch. Nothing weird. Any lights come on? We got the USB on, 13.5. The graph's reading 13.5, so we're looking good up here. Hopefully that black box is getting some extra power now. I'm gonna make sure to keep the right Allen key on the boat, but we're gonna go ahead and put this back into forward mode. And I know a lot of that wiring looks like it's overkill, but it makes me feel a lot better. Just knowing I got those wires and all the connections, I touched them, I wiggled them, I cleaned them. This is gonna be the next wiring project. I mean, there's always something to fix. Well, thanks for watching this one, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one.